In your own words, what advice would you give the kids?
Ooh, that is a good question. Okay, so in my own words, what I would give to kids is please start a business young, okay? Ask your parents for some money to start something. And even if money is an issue, I don't want that to be a barrier, because you got to think about what you want to start and what you're good at or what you like or what you think other people would like too. But what I would say is even if money is an issue, you can start a blog, okay? You could do exactly what you guys are doing and you could start some type of video series. But start something now, because there are a lot of kids that are becoming millionaires and that are taking care of their parents and their parents work for them. You know, like in hindsight, I wish I would have been that kid, because things would have been, you know, just much easier if you would have started making money when you were young. But technology now just makes it so much easier for you to be able to start to make money, and, you know, just think about that. And the other piece of advice I would give to kids is, and parents may not want to hear this, every kid should not go to college. I promise you that. Some kids should, you know, focus on what they like. Some kids should start working earlier. Some kids should do vocational things. But I don't think that college is necessarily for everybody, even though I'm an advocate for education. So if, you know, and a lot of things happen now, which I wish would have happened when I was in school here, because now you can be in high school and you can graduate with a 2-year degree already. So if you have that opportunity, do that. But I don't think everybody should necessarily go to college. So find the thing that you like early, start a business if you can, or start some type of online presence that then this way you can grow. Because if it's other kids doing it, then that means, like you said, that you could do it too. So don't wait, just go ahead and think about what you want to do and start building it.
In your own words, what advice would you give the kids?
I would really encourage children to never let adults turn you off from the appeal of amphibians and reptiles. So many people have, find them to be squeamish or unpleasant or have phobias or are fearful of them. But if you're a kid and you're interested in the life around you, I'd say go ahead and pursue your passion. These are really interesting and beautiful animals, and never mind some of the biases that people might carry against them.
In your own words, what advice would you give to kids?
In terms of things to do or things in the future, or exactly as far as music, play it. Don't create it without actually physically playing it. The electronic realm is nice, but there's a certain something interaction that happens when you actually hold an instrument and play it that you can't really achieve through a program.
Do you have any advice for kids who want to preserve buildings?
Yeah, definitely. I would say start with talking to your teacher and maybe join like a history club to start out, and then see if you can bring that club or your classroom, see if we can come to your classroom, talk to you about preservation, or maybe you guys can come to Blandwood. But I love visiting classrooms. I do it with my other job as a museum educator, and we would just come up with some cool dialogue about what it's like to be in this field and what it's like to go to school for this kind of thing. College, going to college changes nowadays, so you guys would want to maybe get some hands-on experience, maybe come to a field school and see what it's like to actually do preservation techniques. So we could set up some kind of cool school where you guys could try it out, or we show you like a history of a building and we teach you about how to do a tour and you come on a tour with us. Yeah. So maybe make you guys be the tour guides for your classmates. So
just never stop asking questions. Any adult I'm sure will gladly help you. Parents, teachers, aunts, uncles. For me, it really was reading. I like to read, so pulling off books, and I'm trying to think what else. It's digital age. I found my school because I Googled. Google's there. There's some wrong things with Google, But there is an amazing amount of people in this field, the field schools. There's all sorts of field schools, and not just in the United States. There's some in, I got an ad for one in New Zealand. There's Scotland. There's England. Scotland and England are the main, or in Ireland are the main ones I see all the time.
Yeah, and it's a cool way for you to go experience
yeah.
another culture too. So you experience new culture, get a new perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your own words, what advice would you give to kids?
I think just enjoy the music. Yeah, because I think that's ultimately, if you're going to do something with it, that's kind of the heart of the whole thing. And if you can enjoy something, then that will motivate you to practice and get good at it. And then it will also motivate you to want to push it out into the world. But I think you have to really, really love it to want to do it over a long period of time.
What advice do you have for children or anyone who wants to be an artist?
I would say that the biggest advice that I would give anybody is a truth that I discovered is that it's not about you. You are not the hero of the story. So whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, be very careful about how ego drives you. It's not about being famous. It's not about being the best and the biggest, name out there for art. Because life will happen and it will humble you. And you have to remember that being anything that you want to be when you grow up and you dream about that, there are things that are going to happen that are going to derail you, right? Life does that. So how can you create strategy and ways of coping with that, right? How can you move through that? So I would encourage students and kids now to stay committed to what it is that you want to do, that it's possible to envision yourself doing something amazing, but remember that you are not the hero of the story, that it's about serving other people and being in service, right? By using your skill sets to serve others and to have relationship, because at the end of the day, it's about connection, right? So it's about honoring other people. So it's not about you.
In your own words, what advice would you give the kids?
I would give the kids I would tell them to stay in school and don't say it's like a lot of people would say like, oh, I will get to know Christ this day, but you may not know if you will see tomorrow. So I say like, chase God in your youth.
You only live once, children. Only live once. Well, that's it for today, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and if you like our video and want to become a sponsor, go to our website, rockingdegshow.com. Goodbye.